United States edition. But let's just say I saw some Canadian stuff though. Alright guys, here's all the trains that I caught around the Ohio area while doing my trip to Findlay. All in all, it was an interesting trip. I have a lot of interesting stuff to show you. That's for darn sure. But before I show you the video though, here's a picture of CN 3811 sitting in the yard in Lane, Ohio. This is actually a CN yard. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get into some moving trains. But first, a quick crossing tour of the first place I went to. Alright everyone, right now we are in Findlay, Ohio. And we got a train coming down the track so you can see. And the signal is yellow right now. We're going to get a lot of horn actions for sure here because we have a lot of crossings here, you can see. From over there. And this track actually goes over a diamond. I think over a Norfolk Southern line. And that's the Norfolk Southern's Lima district. So yeah, this crossing actually has a mechanical bell, you can see. A Western Car Hates mechanical bell to be exact. Anyway, it's possible now. This is at the Crystal Airfield crossing in Findlay, Ohio. Located at mile 129 of the CSX's Toledo branch subdivision. So because this is my first time doing some railfanning with CSX and Norfolk Southern, I may not know the IDs really that well. But thanks to some research, I think I know what it is. If you know any of these trains in this video, please let me know in the comments below. So the train I caught at this crossing is CSX I-158. Going from North Baltimore, Ohio, to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Leading on that train is two DC GEVOS, and that being 5294 with a really awesome K5LA horn. And trailing second is 5346, and these two units were pulling 51 rail cars. Wow, a short intermodal train, and we didn't even have to wait for that long for it. Wow, that was really awesome. You can really hear the horn going through the crossings for sure. So yeah. Anyways, off to the next railfan spot the next day. See you in a bit. The next day, we took a drive to Fostoria, Ohio to do some more railfanning. This spot is actually at the Railpark. But I'll do a full tour once a few trains goes by because when we got there, 2 trains actually came by at the same time. This crossing is at South Poplar Street just before the Railpark. Well, the train I saw there was actually a CPKC train. Why is it called CPKC? Well, let me tell you. CP and KCS actually merged together into one railroad. So now it's called CPKC. They didn't do anything to their units yet, but I have a feeling they're probably going to add something on it. I guess we have to find out in the future. So the first train I caught here is CSX M367, going from Railpark, Illinois to Montreal. But once we get into Ontario, they change the ID up to CPKC 132. Then it goes across the Galt sub to Toledo, and then the Belleville sub to Montreal. It was led by CP 8208, an AC3400 CWM with a really awesome P3 horn. And for the mid DPU is KCS 4002, an SD70 ACE. And let me tell you, this is actually another weird DPU spot because 4002 was DPUing. Get this, 10 cars down the train from the locomotive. That's right, you heard me correctly. 10 cars down the train from 8208. Isn't that crazy or not? Anyways, CSX M367 or CPKC 132 has 50 rail cars. And I actually caught a meet with CSX M367, going from Sherkirk, New York to Chicago, Illinois. The train had 2 GEVOS, and that being 3297 with a really awesome K5HL horn. And for the mid DPU is 976, and that train has 135 freight cars. anytime now, Gates. We already caught a train meet with a CP and a CSX. Wow, that was really cool. Wasn't expecting to see Canadian power on this. I don't know why the gates are not going up, but a lot of people are going around the cars. I mean, the gates. I don't get it. Oh, now they go up. I guess they have a little bit of a timing delay. There we go. Anyway, see you at the next part. When we got into the Railpark, we had no time to set up because a Norfolk Southern train showed up. And that's NS257, going from Baltimore, Maryland to Chicago, Illinois. The power on it is 2 Norfolk Southern Dash 9s and 1 Union Pacific GEVO, and that being 9921, a C44-9W with a really awesome K3L horn, and the engineer actually gives me a horn show. Trailing second is 9565, a C40-9W, and trailing third is Union Pacific 7487, and the 3 units were pulling 180 rail cars. If you're liking this video so far from the States, give this video a really big thumbs up right now. So right now we are at the Fostoria Railpark in Fostoria, Ohio. You can see here. It's a really busy spot, that's for darn sure. This is my first time coming here, and already I saw 3 trains. I'm not sure if the first one was a CP or maybe if it was a foreign power on a CSX. The second one was a CSX train. And then the third one was a Norfolk Southern train with a Union Pacific trailing third. Wow, so already gotten some really awesome action here. And I wasn't even here for like 10 or 15 minutes. Wow. So this is a really big spot for sure. A lot of rail lines. 2 of them owned by CSX. And one that is right here, owned by Norfolk Southern. So yeah, this is my first time coming here, and there's a caboose, CSX caboose, that being 3008. Hey, that's the same number that the Illinois Central Heritage Unit is, with a CN's one, 3008, if you know if you're talking about. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting spot for sure. Already 3 trains, and we just got here not that long ago. So yeah. Alright, possible now. There are 3 subdivisions at this spot. This one is the CSX's Willard subdivision. This here is the CSX's Pinano sub, which I didn't see anything here unfortunately. And this here is Norfolk Southern's Lima district. Mile 280 to be exact. And this also goes through Findlay, Ohio. Before we move on though, here's some information about train accidents in Ohio. Unfortunately, there's a lot of train accidents around the Ohio area. From derailments to trespasser incidents and vehicles getting hit. There's a lot of railroads that run through Ohio, like CSX, Norfolk Southern, CP, and CN. And not to forget, BNSF and Union Pacific. Well, they don't normally run through Ohio, but however you can usually see them when they're on another railroad. Ohio is known for a lot of railroads, that's for sure. This railpark first opened on November 15th, 2013.
FDR to the L71, over.
And ever since it was opened, a lot of rail fans have been coming to this spot. I wish there was a railpark like this back in Ontario. But unfortunately, the closest railpark I can go to is the Bayfield Junction. That's located in Hamilton, where GO Transit, Via Rail, CN and CP goes by. And not to forget the Amtrak's Maple Leaf. I'm hoping to go there sometime in the future. It may not be like this though, but however, there are some different spots you can film. I really love coming to this spot, even though that is my first time coming here. Let's hope next year I can come back here and film some more trains. Speaking of trains, let's get back into them, shall we? The next train I caught is CSX I-157, going from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to North Baltimore, Ohio. The power on it is 2 AC 4400 CWs. And that being 477 with a really awesome K5 LA horn. And trailing second is 378. And these 2 units were pulling a massive 202 rail cars. I never see these Walmart shipping containers before. Look at this. Interesting. And here comes some of these flat cars too. Wow, interesting. The next and final train that I caught is CSX I-010, going from Bedford Park, Illinois to North Bergen, New Jersey. The power on this train is 2 more GEVOS, and that being 3225 with a really awesome K5HL horn. And trailing second is 3332, and that has 55 rail cars and 160 axles. Well, folks, unfortunately, I have to get going right now. We are out of time. But at least I was able to get some action here of both CSX and Norfolk Southern. Really sucks that I couldn't see anything going across the diamond on the CSX line, which is right here. And ever since that intermodal train went by, that CSX intermodal train, nothing else has gone by since, so now the line is really dead. And I checked the signals over there and they were red. So I'm not sure if there's another one coming, and yeah. For Norfolk Southern signals are red too over there. So unfortunately I have to get going now. Well, folks, I really hope you enjoyed this really interesting Railfanning video of all the trains I caught around the Ohio area from Findlay to Fostoria. I highly recommend that you check out this spot here. And oh yeah, one more thing. Fortunate Railfanning actually streams his camera 24/7. If you want to see the live stream, I'll leave a link in the description when I have a chance, of course. So yeah. Oh well, it sucks. If you enjoyed this Railfanning video, you know what to do. Give it a really big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos if you haven't already. And if you're new to this channel as well. And until my next Railfanning video, which should be back in Ontario, I will see you guys later. Peace out folks, and have a great evening. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed this United States Railfanning video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give it a really big thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos but it's back in Ontario, Canada, then make sure you subscribe, so that you don't miss out on any of our trains in Canada. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next Railfanning video. And that will be it as usual. See you guys!